Happy Saturday, everyone. It's TVB, and I'm here with some more Skyrim sides. So this episode's a little special, okay? When I record this, I didn't use live commentary because when I was recording like this episode, like I was my roommate was trying to sleep, so I didn't want to disturb him, and also I was just like this episode I kind of happy that it wasn't a live commentary because the original cut was like almost an hour and a half. So, yeah, I got a lot of editing to do. But this actually is a great opportunity for me to make a episode that's not a live commentary like this. This is like this episode, like as of tomorrow, Sunday, October 29th. It has been 1 year since I started my season 2 of Skyrim Saturdays, which is insane. Like I'm making like Skyrim videos like almost every Saturday for the past year. And here's like another year's worth of Skyrim videos every Saturday. Like, I'm thinking I'm going to end this series at 100 episodes. So, like, this episode 51. That means I'm going to, like, how much can we done in the next 49 episodes? Next 49 Saturdays. I'm really, like, curious to see how much we can do that. Or I could end it off at 100 episodes. Actually, no, I think I'm going to do that. I was going to say we could also, like, try turning this series into, like, a live series, you know, with live streaming and whatnot. You know, because I think I do want to get into live streaming. Like, it just looks really difficult, and, like, I just got to figure out how everything works and whatnot. And, yeah, I could start making live streams. I would definitely do it. Like, if I do, like, make a successful gaming live stream, then I'm going to turn most of my attention of gaming towards live streaming and just legit videos like this. Like, Skyrim Saturdays is probably going to stay as, like, a legit video series like this. Like this that you're watching right now. But, like, I feel like other games I'll play, like, is making a live stream and just having you play the game and then, like, as soon as you're done streaming, it just becomes a video on your channel. Like, I think it's just a lot more convenient than having to edit, like, a massive video like this one. But, like, you know, Skyrim Saturdays, Skyrim's just been a thing on my channel ever since I was a freshman in high school. And, like, it's not gonna end anytime soon. So, yeah, 100 episodes. I'm just curious, like, how much can we get done within the next 49 episodes? Like, I've pre-recorded a few episodes actually, so I got a few others that are already in my like system and whatnot. I have joined the Imperial Legion, and I've done a bit more of the main story as well. But like, yeah, this episode I went to Blackreach, you know, fought a lot of dwarves and Falmer and things like that, try to get the Elder Scroll. So yeah, it's gonna be. I do want to try Dawnguard. That looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna do that after I'm done with the Imperial Legion stuff. Like the main story, like I'm not like entirely concerned about the main story in all honesty, because honestly, Skyrim you can still have fun and completely ignore the main story. So yeah, whatever. The future of this series, like I know there's only like one person who even cares about the series, but yeah, I still enjoy uploading it. Like I don't care that it barely gets any views. I just do I just upload what I enjoy uploading. That's always just been a thing on my channel for the past like 4 years. That's crazy. But yeah, I think another thing I wanted to talk about in this episode, like this is something I've actually been wanting to talk to you guys for like the past 2 weeks. I saw Imagine Dragons 2 Saturdays ago in Denver. Like 2 Saturdays ago, 2 weekends ago, I should say, October 12th, 13th, and 14th. That was homecoming weekend for me. And my parents and my sister flew out and visited me. Like it was so weird. Like seeing them after almost 2 months, like nearly 2 months. That's the longest that I've gone without like seeing my family or like anyone back at home. Like that's ridiculous. Like I only knew one person going into my college prior to orientation, and yeah, she's like my best friend here. And yesterday was her birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Rachel. So yeah, my sister and we saw Imagine Dragons in Denver. I got the tickets like back in June because I knew like as I saw how Imagine Dragons was in town on a Saturday in Denver in October. I'm just like, sweet. Imagine Dragons is definitely one of my favorite bands. This is the second concert I've been to. The first concert I went to was a Green Day concert back in Brooklyn. Back in March. Oh my god, that Green Day concert was like one of the highlights of my senior year. Oh, that I made an entire video talking about it. It's one of my For Honor videos. So yeah, my For Honor playlist. It's easy to find. But yeah, that was fucking glorious. Oh, seeing Green Day in concert. But anyway, Imagine Dragons was beautiful in concert as well. I saw like the opening act. like they actually had two opening act bands. The first one was K-Flay, you know, and like this independent, like I guess you know the genre. She's similar to Imagine Dragons. I had the best way I can describe it is like it combines like you know dubstep with rock with alternative rock, like that kind of like what Imagine Dragons does, but she's a much different sound. Like she's a lot more grim, and yeah, she was cool. I liked her. The next opening act was Group Love. Group Love is actually a fairly well known band. I wasn't aware of that until my sister pointed out to me like, hey, there's this Group Love. I'm like, group who? And like, yeah, here's Group Love. And yeah, the opening act like took a little more than an hour if I had to guess, but it was worth it. Because I mean, I didn't know either of these bands prior to these concerts, which is like the whole point of having an opening act for a concert. It's so lesser known bands can get into the spotlight for once. I imagine that's what I think the case is. I mean, I think back in the old days, like Bruce Springsteen was like the opening act for like a Rolling Stones concert, and guess what? Bruce Springsteen, the boss, like now he's this huge he's a huge well-known artist that like everyone loves. But Group Love, the one like holy shit moment that I have had in the opening act was when they started playing Tongue Tied. Like I've heard the song, I just didn't know the name, but I heard them start playing the song, and I was like, holy crap! I've heard this song before. This is Group Love. Like wow. Like I know the song Tongue Tied. It goes, take me to your best friend's house. Blah, 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 blah. Woof, 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 woof. Don't get me tongue tied. Oh, but this whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's a good song. I was like really happy when I found out that Group Love sang. I was just like, oh wow, I just had an epiphany. But yeah, after those last few songs, Imagine Dragons finally came onto the stage. And yeah, they had this really cool opening. Like, it was, because, you know, for their Evolve, it was definitely, I've heard, see, with Imagine Dragons, the album Night Visions, I know like the back of my hand. But their two other albums, like Smoke and Mirrors and Evolve, like, I've heard all the songs. I definitely have, I just can't remember the names or how they all sound. So yeah, the opening song, I forget what it's called, but it was definitely something from Evolve. They had this really cool like intro, how like man's evolution and whatnot, because you know the album Evolve. But yeah, after their opening like song, they also like they were all like, "Hey, how's everyone doing today? Well, Denver's one of our favorite cities." And like one thing, and Green Day touched base on this too in their opening of their concert. Imagine Dragons, like the guy Dan Reynolds, I think that's what the lead singer of Imagine Dragons' name is. Like yeah, he was talking about how like music brings everyone together, like regardless of what your religion or color or race or gender or sexual orientation you are, like everyone can just come and enjoy music together. That's like the beauty of concerts. Like funny thing is I went up to use the bathroom in the middle of the concert, and I go to Colorado State University, and its rival school is Colorado University Boulder. So I ran into a guy with a Boulder t-shirt at one of the bathrooms, and I was like, oh dude, I'm a student at CSU, and he's like, oh I'm sorry. I'm like, no, we're all here tonight. This is music. Music brings us together. Like, no matter what happens, love always wins. And he was like, yes, that's right, my man. We fist bumped. So, yeah, like, love always wins. And we always, like, we can, like, music lets us see past our differences. We can always enjoy each other's company with live music. The second song they did was It's Time. Oh, that was also a fun song that they played. They were all fun songs they played. Again, I don't, like, know so much of the names of all the songs. Like, I remember how it all sounded. Like, they did Shots. They did Thunder. Of course, they did a lot of stuff from Evolve. They did Gold. That's another good one. And also, the lead singer, Dan Reynolds, I'm pretty sure that's what the guy's name is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But he like gave a really nice speech about depression. And he was like, he told us about his experiences and how he like still sees a therapist. And he's like, depression, like, please do not stigmatize it. Please do not like make fun of it or anything like that. And he's like, and I wrote this song in honor of my middle school years while I was just depressed. And that's when they started singing Demons. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, I liked Demons before this Imagine Dragons concert. But now I've come to like Demons even more because now I know what it's about. And just like their performance of Demons was just gorgeous. They also did a Tom Petty song in honor of Tom Petty. I know the song, I just can't remember what it's called or how it goes. They did a Tom Petty song, and I just in honor of Tom Petty. May he rest in peace. I heard the guy was a really mellow man, Tom Petty. And we sat next to a dad who actually saw him in concert back in like the 80s or 90s. And yeah, it's an upsetting loss. Like, people die, but music doesn't. Always remember that, guys. And yeah, they also did Bleeding Out. That's another one of my favorites from them. They also did On Top of the World. Oh, On Top of the World. That song, such a classic, On Top of the World. I love that song a lot. It's just like, I picture myself like climbing Mount Everest and just blasting that. I would so do that if I climbed Mount Everest. Like, that's someone has to have done it already. Some mountaineer, please, make that happen and like put it on Snapchat. I'm not even on Snapchat, but who cares? But yeah, of course, they did Radioactive. They didn't save it for the encore. They said, like, hey, we usually save this song for the encore, but tonight we're not. And they started playing Radioactive. I'm just like, Radioactive, that was a song that took my 8th grade year by storm. Like, that was when everyone, like, found out about Imagine Dragons, was, like, when I was in 8th grade. So that was, like, it's, like, 2013 or 2012. Yeah, basically. Yeah, just, like, how Imagine Dragons just took, like, you know, music in the radio just by absolute storm. Like, oh, it was wonderful. Like, that was a great time to be alive. 2013 was probably like one of the biggest years of my life, I'll say, because that was the year I entered high school. That was also the year I started making YouTube videos. And 2013 was just like, that summer was my last summer at Camp Explosion. It was this like day camp I went to in Colorado over like back then it was for middle schoolers. And yeah, it was just a really interesting year for like movies and music and stuff like that. But 2013 was a good year, and it brought me Imagine Dragons, which is now like which has now earned its spot on like my top 5 actually favorite bands of all time. Like, I have to like watch Mojo. I really hope they do like a redo video. They're like top 10 like artists of the 2010s. Imagine Dragons better be like in the top 5 as well. But yeah, they did Radioactive. And of course, they also did Bet My Life. You know, that was like their hit song from Smoke and Mirrors. And the last song they played was Believer. And, you know, that's obviously off Evolve. The very last song they played was Believer. And yeah, that was that song was great live as well. But interestingly enough, there was no encore. Most concerts have it like, you know, the opening act, the actual concert, then the encore. But like, there was no encore for this, which I mean, they only have so many songs. Like, I wasn't like that disappointed when there was no encore, because the concert overall was just a wonderful experience. They're always wonderful experience concerts. If you can say you love a band and you go to one of their concerts, you're gonna have like an absolute blast. Just is what it is. But, like, every rose does have its thorn, and that night, you see, like, the jacket that I usually wear this time of the year, like, I always keep, like, a little slinky in it that I won as, like, a prize back in February at this bowling alley. And, yeah, it's like, I play that when I'm stressed or bored or I'm just standing around having nothing to do. Well, I think I was, like, shuffling out through my pocket, and I guess it fell out of my pocket. That was the last night I remember having it. Excuse me. But, yeah, it fell in my pocket somewhere. I had no idea what happened to it. I was looking around. I was just like, oh, I lost my slinky. And yeah, I was a little upset because that was a good slinky of mine. But hey, I lost my slinky at an Imagine Dragons concert. My slinky died happy. Let's just put it that way. All right, well, thank you guys. In all honesty, I think I'm just gonna end the episode off here. Like, a year's worth of Skyrim videos, and I just want to talk about some stuff like Halloween. This is Hollow Weekend. That's how I pronounce Halloween weekend. Yeah, Halloween's on Tuesday. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, hopefully I'll find some spooky stuff to do this weekend. Like tonight, I'm hopefully going to a corn maze with a friend. That should be a lot of fun. And also being pink guy this year for Halloween. Because to go with my pink hair that I got done like back on my birthday 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm working on my impersonation of him. So maybe I'll definitely make some video on Tuesday, you know, for Halloween. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe.